Hi, welcome to our channel of IGNOU Audiobooks, Indira Gandhi National Open University, School of Computer and Information Sciences, SOCIS, Postgraduate Diploma in Computer Applications, PGDCA, New, Semester I, MCSL to 0 for Windows and Linux Lab, Section 1, Windows 10, 1.0 Introduction. This is the lab course, wherein you will have the hands-on experience. You have studied the course material, MCS 203 Operating Systems. A list of tasks to be performed, session-wise, on Windows 10 is given. Please go through the general guidelines and the program documentation guidelines carefully. 1.1 Objectives. After completing this lab course, you will be able to 1.2 times apply the concepts that have been covered in the theory course. Understand the features Windows, gain experience in overall interface, make use of different functions operations of Windows, work with the utilities in Windows, feel more confident of downloading and configuring apps, applications etc. Write simple C programs and simulate the functionalities for the given tasks and know the alternative ways of providing solution to a given problem. Salient features of Windows 10. Windows 10 is a Microsoft operating system for personal computers, tablets, embedded devices and Internet of Things devices. Microsoft released Windows 10 in July 2015 as a follow-up to Windows 8. With Windows 10, Microsoft is trying to keep some of the touch and tablet features it created for Windows 8. Combine them with the familiar Start menu and desktop, and run it all on top of an improved operating system with more security, a new browser, the Cortana Assistant, its own version of Office for on-the-go editing and plenty of new features intended to make life simpler. On top of that, Windows 10 is more than just a PC operating system, it's also what will run on Windows phones and on small tablets as well, because a 6-inch phone and a 7-inch tablet are on such very different devices. Microsoft is expecting people to put Windows 10 on 1 billion devices. Microsoft has said it will update Windows 10 continuously, rather than release a new, full-fledged operating system as a successor. The following are the salient features of Windows 10. The Start menu. The full-screen Start screen of Windows 8 is back to being a Start menu in Windows 10 that tries to combine the best of both options. You get a scrolling Start menu that's restricted to a single column, with jump lists and flyout menus for extra options, divided into frequently used and recently installed programs, with the option to switch to a scrolling view of all your applications, sorted alphabetically. You also get an extra pane where you can pin Windows 8 style tiles, complete with rotating 3D cube animations of live tiles. You can drag the Start menu to be a larger size or even set it to be full screen. Cortana, the Windows Phone Assistant, shows up in Windows 10 as a search pane on the taskbar, which you can also trigger by saying, "Hey Cortana," and when you start searching the Start menu. Cortana gets you apps you have installed, documents you have access to, apps you could install from the store, search results from the web, and a range of other information, including from apps and services that integrate with Cortana. You can set reminders for different times and places that appear on other Cortana devices, so you can get your Microsoft band to remind you to take the rubbish out as you walk up to your front door. Task Switcher. Most Windows users don't know the Alt-Tab keyboard combination to see and switch between all running apps. So as well as having a redesigned task switcher with bigger thumbnails, Windows 10 also puts a task view icon in the taskbar to help them find it. Taskbar, the Cortana search bar and task switcher button take up a large chunk of the taskbar, which is also rather more subtle about showing you which icons are for open programs, with just an underlined bar rather than a full highlight. The standard tools in the system tray all get updates to the new Windows 10 look, with a new menu showing available Wi-Fi, a new volume slider, and a power monitor that also lets you change screen brightness. Snap Assist. Because all your apps and programs run in Windows on the desktop, instead of modern apps from the store being in their own space, you can no longer drag across the left edge of the screen to bring another app on screen and get a split view. Instead, you drag windows into the corners of the screen to get the familiar snap view. You can now use all four corners of your screen if you want each window to take up a quarter of the screen instead of half, and the space that isn't filled by the window you just dragged shows thumbnails of your other windows to make it easier to snap the next one into place. Command prompt. Learner who use the command prompt have been stuck with pretty much the same experience since the 1990s, but in Windows 10 you can finally resize the command prompt window and use familiar keyboard shortcuts to copy and paste at the command prompt. Universal apps, including Office, Windows 10 gets a new Windows Store where you can download desktop programs as well as modern Windows apps. Many of those apps will be universal apps that are the same code on a PC, a Windows Phone, an Xbox One, and even on HoloLens, with the interface changing to suit the different screen sizes. The Office for Windows apps like Word and Excel are universal apps, as are the Outlook Mail and Calendar apps. File Explorer. Windows Explorer. File Explorer is also known as Windows Explorer. It has a core part of the operating system. You can use the shortcut Windows E on your keyboard. When File Explorer opens, we can access the frequently used folders and recently used files. The new Home view in Explorer shows you a quick access list of useful locations and folders you visit frequently, with a list of recently opened files underneath it, which is faster than having to go to the Recent Places link in older versions of Windows. The Share tab on the ribbon gets a makeover too. The new Edge browser. To catch up with fast-moving browsers like Chrome and Firefox, Microsoft took its browser back to basics, ripping out years of code that didn't fit with web standards and making a lean, fast browser. Improved multitasking. A new multiple desktops feature lets you run another set of windows as if on another screen, but without the physical monitor. Instead of having multiple windows open on top of each other on one desktop, you can set up a whole other virtual desktop for those programs to reside in. Set up one specifically for home and leave your apps such as Netflix and Amazon open, and create another desktop for work on which you keep Word, Excel, and Internet Explorer open. With the new desktops comes a new way to keep track of your open apps on Windows 10. On the new operating system, you can either hit the new Task View button on the taskbar or swipe in from the left edge of the screen to pull up a one-page view of all your open apps and files. It's not much different from using the Alt-Tab combination shortcut on your keyboard, but this presents a convenient way for touch-oriented users to get an overview of what's running. Calculator and Maps. Microsoft has developed a standard calculator in Windows 10. As we know that desktop calculator in Windows 7 and Windows 8 8.1 sports a simple interface, but it's very powerful. The new standard style calculator in Windows 10 is well looking. Action Center. If you've used Windows Phone 8.1 or Android and/or iOS, you're used to a notification center you can drag down from the top of the screen. Windows 10 puts that on the right of the screen, where the Charms bar was in Windows 8, with notifications from various apps at the top and your choice of various, and your choice of VAR settings buttons at the bottom for quick access. Xbox and streaming. Microsoft developed the Xbox app for game streaming to Windows 10 back in January. We can meet up with friends online, see what your friends are playing. The Xbox app dashboard has been updated to support the new feature. The Xbox One app for Windows 10 is not quite ready yet. This feature allows you to leave your living room and play your favorite Xbox One games anywhere with access to your home network. Desktop and security improvements. Microsoft gives the features of upgraded Task Manager. it's so easier to watch requirements resources of your system and even manages a startup program without third-party software. Windows 10 includes Windows Defender by default. Windows Defender is just changed the version of Microsoft Security Essentials. Windows Defender has antivirus protection to save your system. Continuum, on phones as well as PCs, you can change the look of Windows 10 on a touchscreen PC by turning on tablet mode either as a setting or by removing or folding away the keyboard on a two-in-one or convertible PC. That takes away the normal taskbar, giving the user one with just a Windows button, which opens a full-screen start menu that shows the tiles and hides the scrolling list of programs, a back button, Cortana and the task switcher button. Settings and Control Panel. The Windows 8 Settings app has taken over many more of the settings that used to be in Control Panel, and it has a Control Panel style interface with icons to navigate with. But the old Control Panel interface is still there. For settings that aren't in the new Settings app, or if you're just used to finding things there, DirectX 12, Windows 10 includes the latest version of Microsoft's Graphics API, which has major performance improvements but will also work with many existing graphics cards. That's not just good news for gamers, it will speed up any Direct 3D apps that are written to DirectX 12, which will include CAD software and other demanding graphics tools. Phone Companion. Windows 10 includes a new app to help you get your phone set up to work with your PC and with any Microsoft services you use, like Cortana, Skype, Office and OneDrive. So you can plug in an iPhone and set it up to back up photos to OneDrive or get your Xbox Music tracks on an Android phone. Other features, Device Guard, a feature that helps protect a system by locking a device so that it can only run trusted applications, direct access, and advanced VPN technology that allows remote users to, OWS remote users to securely access internal network file shares while connected to the internet, encrypting file system, EFS, a feature that provides transparent file-level encryption, enterprise mode Internet Explorer, MEA compatibility mode that runs Internet Explorer 11 or higher and lets websites render using a modified browser configuration that's designed to emulate either Windows Internet Explorer 7 or 8, avoiding the common compatibility problems associated with web apps written and tested on older versions of Internet Explorer. Group Policy Management, an infrastructure that allows you to centrally manage computer settings and configuration, joining to a domain, a feature that allows you to join an Active Directory domain, long-term servicing branch, an option for organizations that only want to receive features updates every 2 to 3 years so that the current systems can be stable. Medium Black Circle Private Catalog, a feature that provides a list of applications that users within the organization can download apps from. Remote Desktop, a program or feature that allows you to connect to a remote computer and access the desktop and applications as if you were accessing the machine directly. Remote App, a feature that enables you to run a program remotely through remote desktop services. Although the application appears to be running on your local machine, User Experience Control and Lockdown, a feature that allows you to customize and lock down the Windows 10 user interface. Virtual Desktops, a feature that allows you to run and switch between multiple desktops. Windows Hello, a credential technology that provides multi-factor authentication, including the recognition of a personal identification number, PIN, or biometrics, face, iris, or fingerprint recognition. Windows Spotlight, an option that displays a new image on the lock screen each day. Windows To Go, a feature that allows you to boot and run Windows from USB mass storage devices such as USB flash drives and external hard drives. Windows Update for Business, a free service for Windows 10 Pro, Enterprise, and Education editions that can provide updates to users based on distribution rings. Windows 10 System Requirements, the minimum Windows 10 hardware requirements for a PC or two-in-one device are processor, 1 GHz, GHz, or faster processor or system on a chip, RAM, 1 GB, GB, for 32-bit or 2 GB for 64-bit. Hard disk space, 16 GB for 32-bit OS, 20 GB for 64-bit OS, graphics card, display. DirectX 9 or later with Windows Display Driver Model 1.0 800x600, 1.3 General Guidelines. Following are some of the general guidelines. Observation book and lab record are compulsory. You should attempt all problems assignments given in the list session-wise. For the tasks related to the working with the Windows utilities, describe the procedure and also present screenshots wherever applicable. You may seek assistance in doing the lab exercises from the concerned lab instructor. Since the assignments have credits, the lab instructor is obviously not expected to tell you how to solve these, but you may ask questions concerning the Windows operating system. The comment block above the main function should describe the purpose of the program. Proper comments are to be provided where and when necessary in the programming. The program should be interactive, general, and properly documented with real input-output data. If two or more submissions from different students appear to be of the same origin, i.e. are variants of essentially the same program, none of them will be counted. You are strongly advised not to copy somebody else's work. It is your responsibility to create a separate directory to store all the programs so that nobody else can read or copy. The list of programs given at the end, session-wise, is available to you in this lab manual. For each session, you must come prepared with the algorithms and the programs written in the observation book. You should utilize the lab hours for executing the programs, testing for various desired outputs and enhancements of the programs. As soon as you have finished a lab exercise, contact one of the lab instructor in charge in order to get the exercise evaluated and also get the signature from him/her on the observation book. Completed lab assignments should be submitted in the form of a lab record in which you have to write the algorithm, program code along with comments and output for various inputs given. The total No of lab sessions, 3 hours each, are 10 and the list of assignments is provided session-wise. It is important to observe the deadline given for each assignment. In the next section, the lists of lab assignments to be performed session-wise are given. 1.4 List of lab assignments, session-wise. Session 1, Accessing Windows 10. A. Get started with Windows. B. Navigate the Windows 10 desktop. C. Use the Start menu and use the apps. D. Understanding user accounts, administrator, standard user and guest. E. Configuring and optimizing user account control, UAC. F. Working with various categories of Windows settings, system, devices, network and internet. Personalization, accounts, time and language, ease of access, privacy and update security. G. Using control panel. Session 2. Working with administrative tools and other settings. A. Work with common administrative tools, component services, computer, management, event viewer, print management, task scheduler, etc. B. Changing date and time. C. Configuring the desktop, taskbar settings, start menu, display settings, power settings, accessibility settings. D. Creating and managing shortcuts. E. Personalizing your Windows desktop. F. Choose your own desktop pictures, window colors, and sound scheme. Session 3. Using Windows Universal Apps, desktop applications and accessory programs. A. Use desktop applications. B. Use Windows Universal Apps. C. Multitask with open apps. D. Install apps from Windows Store. E. Configuring Internet Explorer Edge. F. Managing cookies and privacy settings. G. Creating and managing checkpoints. H. Managing favorites. I. Managing LAN settings. J. Working with calculator, notepad, snipping tool. K. Working with Windows Media Player, WordPad, Paint, Math Input Panel, working with Command Prompt, Run, Sticky Notes, Sync Center, 1, Session 4, working with files and folders, A. Manage files and folders with File Explorer, B. Store and share files with OneDrive, C. Using Cortana, Edge and Cortana, D. Get to know Cortana, E. Use Cortana as a personal assistant, F. G. Browse the web with Edge, Session 5, Configuring Remote Desktop, A. Configuring Remote Desktop, B. Configuring Remote Assistance, C. Configuring Remote Management Settings, D. Using the Microsoft Management Console to manage systems remotely. E. Using Remote Windows PowerShell, Session 6, Managing Applications, Services and Disks, A. Configuring Desktop Apps, B. Uninstall an app, change a program, C. Configuring startup options, D. Configuring the Windows Store, E. Using msconfig, F. Understanding storage devices, external storage devices and accessing them, G. Disk management, to configure disks, volumes and file systems, H. Understanding BitLocker. Session 7. Installing, removing and managing devices, A. Manage peripheral devices, B. Manage printers, C. Understanding device drivers, D. Update a device driver, E. Using device manager, device by type, devices by connection, resources by type, resources by connection. Session 8. Using built-in maintenance tools, A. Using disk fragmenter, B. Using disk cleanup, C. Using task scheduler, D. Using action center, E. Maintaining the Windows registry, F. Configuring and managing updates, G. Managing update history and rolling back updates. Session 9. Using Windows 10 security features, A. Manage passwords and privacy levels, B. Using Windows Defender, C. Defending system from malicious software, D. Understanding Windows Firewall, E. Managing client security using Windows Defender. Session 10. Using backup and recovery, A. Understanding local, network and automated backup methods, B. Restoring previous versions of files and folders, C. Scheduling a backup to include system image, D. Configuring system recovery, file recovery. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video with next chapter.